Alright, thank you very much for tuning in. Alright, so John Michael's Adventures here featuring my daughter France. And this is what's going on here is actually the fourth story. Okay, let's situate ourselves. Alright, so here we are at the first floor where my tricycle is, yeah, as you can see. So second is going to be right here, second floor, third floor, and then this is actually the fourth, and I'll try to zoom in here, fourth story platform here. Today's is going to be the big reveal. So what are we doing now? We're actually removing all the forms here, and it'll be revealed if this was a complete success or an absolute disaster, right? But if it's like anything else that I do, it will be a complete success. That's why I'm the owner of a demolition hammer. But yeah, so this is good stuff here, as you can see here, and we are just removing the forms here of the roof beam. So the roof beam is going to be on top of this here. So I'd say it's plenty tall. You know, some other guy would probably go taller, but I'm gonna stick with that. All right. So what's gonna happen is that this is gonna be a further additional roof here, but everything else. This is the roof. This is the at the level of the roof. So let's zoom back up. See if I can't get a better shot. All right. All right. So the roof is gonna go on top of that, as you can see. But it's not ready yet. We have a whole other section here that will continue from these concrete pillars here, as you can see. And so these concrete pillars were prepared, as you can see, very strong 16 mm and 12 mm rebar. Yep. And it's going to continue on. Oh, there's my garage here, as you can see, and it's going to continue on over there too. So that's the plan. That's the plan anyway. But limited amount of manpower. But you know what? That's why it takes so long, because you only get a few guys working at it at one time. You know, I don't have a crew. I don't have the luxury of having a whole crew, you know. I really don't. I just work bit by bit with what I have, right? I also don't have the luxury of having a mortgage, right? So the finance is going to be played out with, supporting my family and doing this all on a teacher's salary, right? So that's the plan. Alright, so we are removing the forms right now. We're going to keep on the shot here because it's a nice reveal, yeah, as you can see. We're going to remove the forms, yeah. A lot of work to put up these forms, just to remove them at the end, yeah, but that's the name of the game, right? So you put in like a whole month of work just to put the forms up, right? Just to remove them in a few days. Right? That's not terrible. You think the concrete could just stay up there by itself, since it is staying up there by itself right now, How could we, anyway, I'm pre-thinking too much. Yeah, sure, you could, get with a crane and all that stuff and precast the concrete and then put it up there, but who's going to do that, right? No, I might as well spend a whole month building these forms. Is there a better way to do it? I don't know. It could be. It could be. But how much time are you going to spend thinking? Right? How much time are you going to spend thinking? That's the whole point. You're going to spend hours and hours and hours of your life thinking about getting this and doing that, and what are you going to do? Well, you can just do it, right? Like, just do it, right? That's what I'm trying to say. You just get it done. Right? Just get it done. I've thought and thought and thought so much in this building, right? Let's say, for example, this platform here and this platform over here. See these platforms. That's a lot of thinking, man. And then so I got three platforms, the triangle over here, right? And then this one, a walkway, which will continue over here, and then this one over here, which is the bathroom, the CR, yeah, if you will. A lot of thinking and planning went into this thing, So like you easily spend hours just pre-thinking, 5 to 10 hours just pre-thinking about what you're going to think about, and then thinking itself, that's another at least 20 hours, right? Just thinking in ChatGPT and Google and all that stuff, and it's a lot of work, man, just to think. Thinking itself is a full-time job. That's what I do. That's my thing that I do. I think, yeah. And then first I gotta think, and then I gotta tell these guys what to do. So then the whole point about thinking is good, tell these guys what to do. And yes, I am aware that they're not wearing the harnesses, and that really does bother me. However, this is not my guys. These are my foreman's guys, so I know it's not really an excuse. I shouldn't, allow that. But how will they move around? I don't know, because it's not really my guy, so it's my foreman's guy, so I'm contracting this labor out, subcontracted thing this labor out. It's not right. Don't for a minute believe that I'm condoning this, because I'm not. That kind of height without any kind of safety gear or anything like that. But I see where they're coming from. How can they even move around if they, but. So this one is the nature of the business, right? And it's very sad, to be honest. If anything would happen, I would be devastated, really devastated. Even though it's my subcontractor, guys, I'd still be absolutely devastated, right? But everything's gone great so far. There's no problems, and everything is wonderful so far. No real problems at all. All right, so we got some bamboo going on, as you can see, and some lumber, right? Bamboo and cocoa lumber. The bamboo and cocoa lumber makes, really made a good form, right? It really did. Very strong, and the bamboo is cheaper, right? You're going to save money on the bamboo, so. And then you can reuse the bamboo for whatever. You can't really reuse the cocoa lumber. That's the thing. Cocoa lumber gets all disintegrated and all stuff. But the bamboo, you can use it for a little shed or something like that. I get another property in Diguan, which is about 5 minutes from here, drive, and make a little bunkhouse over there. But I do have to continue with the formwork, so I do believe I'll be able to use this Hawaiian, which is the bamboo. The Hawaiian is the bamboo, so I'll reuse that. Right on. So I've been rambling enough for about 7 minutes, so I think I'm going to call it quits and see what I can do in the next video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bye bye.